Blockchain-based games have been dominating the crypto market for the past few years, and it would be no surprise to all of us that these types of games will dominate both the gaming and cryptocurrency industry. But is there any particular game that we think will truly dominate and rise above the ranks? Yes, there is, and let's talk about that. Before we continue, welcome to yet another video from Crypto Cash Out, the channel that brings you the latest and hottest in that falls under the crypto space. Always remember that what we say in this channel is not a piece of financial advice. Whatever we say here is drawn from our opinions as crypto fans, not as financial advisors. We can advise you though to do additional research after watching this video. Do that if you want to ensure your gains when investing. Now, on to the video. Back in November 2021, the whole crypto market as a whole experienced a bullish run. When I say the whole crypto market, I mean everything. Cryptos that were seen as dead cryptos were revived and gained some traction to end the year. Everyone was getting in on the hype as most, if not all, of the cryptos was gaining and reaching new all-time highs at that time. People were getting into crypto and nothing seemed to be stopping them, or at least they thought. Shortly after that impressive year-end run by the cryptocurrency market, everything kind of fell off quickly. Bitcoin was going down, and because Bitcoin was going down, Ethereum was also going down. Along with it came all the tokens that are based on the Ethereum chain. The whole market was experiencing a bearish run to start the year, and the problem continued until the time of writing this video. It does not also help that there are certain issues in the world that have a negative effect on the market capitalization of crypto, but we are not going to dive into that in today's video. Instead, of course, we will talk about crypto. Because of this recent bearish run, some tokens and coins are having such low prices that experts believe that now would be a good time to invest in some coins because of how affordable they are. Of course, you should still be careful when choosing what token and or coin you will be choosing because not everything is going to rise in terms of prices. Whether you're a firm believer or not, we are going to tell you about Illuvium and why it is on track to have an impressive year 2022. In this video, we are not going to dive in too deep about Illuvium because we have a separate video about the game. We encourage you guys to watch that video after this video. Or if you really want to learn more about it, you can go ahead and watch the video before continuing on. But if you don't have the time to watch the video, we got you with a quick summary on Illuvium. Illuvium is being developed to become the first AAA game that is based on the blockchain. Now, of course, there is a current race on what will be the actual first game between this game, Star Atlas, and a game from Gala. But Illuvium seems to be winning the race to be the first game and the best among the rest. Now, I say that because we really do think that Illuvium has the potential to become one of the industry's best when it comes to game design and money-making capabilities. Anyway, the game is designed to be an open-world RPG game that lets you explore everywhere and meet different NFT monsters called Illuvials. Because Illuvials are NFTs, that means that you can sell, trade, and or purchase them in the marketplace of the game. Anyway, the way you catch them in the overworld of the game is similar to that of Pokemon. But instead of balls, you use shards to catch them. You can also train them if you don't feel like selling them in the market. Training allows them to be strong and catching multiple of the same species will allow them to evolve a la Pokemon. But the chore battle mechanics of the game are a lot different from the turn-based battle of Pokemon. The battle here will be an auto-battler where you must strategically place your Illuvials in a way that is going to be the most beneficial to you. Of course, there are also other factors that will affect the battle, such as the affinities and class of your Illuvials. Once you have mastered all of that, you can be the very best and dominate the ranks as the best ranger in Illuvium. Now, why do we think the game has the potential to be one of the best in the crypto market once this dreadful bullish run will come to an end? Actually, there are a couple of reasons why. The first and probably the thing that really gets you going is that the game looks amazing. From what we can see from trailers, pictures, and teasers provided by the developers of the game, the graphics really look good. We already know that the graphics were going to be good because it is a AAA game, but no one thought that it would be this good. The excellent graphics coupled with marketing strategies make up for a bright future for the game. They have smart advertising that showcases the adorable Illuvials available in the game and how the battle system works. This brings us to the next reason, which is the hype that surrounds the game. Don't get me wrong, blockchain games such as Axie Infinity has a huge fan base. But that fan base is mostly found in the Southeast Asian countries, particularly in the Philippines. Illuvium has a huge fan base and a lot of people around the world are excited for the release of the game. They have people from the United States, Europe, China, Philippines, and India anticipating for the release of the game. Now, because they have a huge fan base waiting for the game, they really have to keep on updating them about what they are going to expect from the game. They are not lacking in that aspect too. I mean, if you join their official Discord server, you can see updates on the sprites they are using for the trees, for the Illuvials you can see, and the characters you can be playing as. Their social media is also full of updates just to get people excited each time a day passes by. Hype is certainly a key factor to how a game will perform, so we are hoping that the hype does not die down and will continue months after the release of the game. But of course, we can't just brush off the token that is used in the game, so let's get onto it. At the time of writing this video, the ILV token is valued at a price of $553.44, which is down 7.36% in the last 24 hours. But like I said earlier, this is only because the whole market has been experiencing a rough start to the year. Anyway, if you look at the market cap of ILV, it is at over $355 million right now. If you compare that to the market cap of AXS, which are the monsters you fight with in Axie Infinity, you can see that ILV is only a tenth of AXS. But it would be no surprise if ILV will overtake AXS in the future, especially when the game does get released. For a game that isn't released yet, the market cap of Illuvium is already impressive and they really are coming for that top spot of Axie Infinity. When it comes to price predictions of ILV, people do think that the coin will ride with the bullish waves in a couple of months. WalletInvestor.com, for example, predicts that the coin will steadily rise in a couple of months as the market recovers from this bear run. In 1 year, they predict the token to be valued at $1,814.91. Next up, we have priceprediction.net, and they also have a bullish sentiment towards the price of the token this year. For them, the token will average $821.81 and could go as high as $931.85 for this year. DigitalCoinPrice.com is much more pessimistic with their year prices for ILV. For them, they believe that the token will start rising in terms of price in April for a price of $757.5. The ILV price will dance around that. Eventually, they predict that the coin will end the year at around $754.89 and could go as high as $792.78. But remember that the price predictions that we mentioned earlier are assuming that the game does not get released, as it is made with the website's own algorithms to predict prices. The predictions did not take into account the release of the game. The game is set to be released in the second quarter of the year, which means that the release is closer than what we actually think. And because of that, the game is gaining more and more hype each and every day we get closer to that release date. Our thoughts on the game are still the same as the first time we heard about it. Now, we think we adore this game even more now that we have trailers to tease the game. The graphics are better than we could have thought. Their team is really open and transparent when it comes to the contents of the game. The gameplay mechanics of the game are super interesting, simple, but still challenging in a way that you must strategize to beat your opponents in the arena. The game is not yet released, but we really do think that the game will one day be on the top of the crypto market. Thanks for watching this video. If you have made it to this point in the video, make sure to leave like and subscribe and comment down below if there are other games that you think will make a good run this 2022 for a chance to win at a shoutout giveaway. If you would like to learn more about the hidden gems of Gala games, click here to watch this great video explaining it. Thank you for watching and until next time, have fun cashing out!